Hello, today we are reading Diver Wimpy Kids Scream. Let's get right into it. Tuesday. Well, 8th grade was going great until yesterday, and it looked like it might be a peaceful year. Well, that is, before it happened. There used to be this really popular kid in my grade named Jamal, and when I say used to be popular, I mean he was murdered in cold blood yesterday afternoon. And here's the flag that was sticking out of his body. Apparently, the person who murdered Jamal used this mask to kill him and hide their face. And I don't know what the 8th grade teachers were thinking showing us what the cameras caught of Jamal's death. Raleigh actually ended up passing out while watching it, and Raleigh's parents are real strict and won't let him watch anything with blood in it, so I kind of understand. Everyone's got questioned today, including me. Personally, I don't have a problem with Jamal, and I'm not the ghost face killer. But if I know anything from scary movies, it's that you always who you least expect it to be. Everyone at school has been a lot nicer to the quiet kids ever since Jamal's death. And personally, I don't think it's a student and it's an adult who did it, but you never know. Sunday. Okay, so good and bad news. Bad news is that the ghost face killer struck again. Good news is that I've got a chance to go getting together with Holly, my crush, because of what happened. So Holly's sister, Heather, was murdered by the Ghostface Killer last night. She was stabbed in the head and her eyes and carved like a pumpkin, and then her head was at Hill's doorstep. Pretty gnarly way to go out if you ask me. Personally, I was excited to go to church today because I was going to make some good moves on Holly, but Roderick was sad because we were dressed in really nice clothes, but Roderick didn't get it. After Mom made Roderick change, we left home. I was planning what I was going to say to Holly, and I know Heather's death must have hurt her, but I've got to take a chance no matter what happens. As we were entering the pews, right? Everyone was really sad, even though Heather was kind of a jerk when she was alive. But still, Mom actually started crying in the middle of church, despite not even knowing Heather. But hey, Mom's a big crier. We also had to hold hands and sing, which I was not on board with. All of a sudden, though, Manny just had this big mental breakdown that forced us to leave church. I tried making a move on Holly as we were leaving, but I'm not sure I did a good job, so thanks a lot, Manny, stupid brat. Monday. Okay, so call me crazy all you want, but I think Riley and Chirag are the killers. Riley met up with Chirag Gupta today after lunch, and then freaking accused me of being the killer in front of a table of girls. I heard Heffley killed Jamal. Chirag and Riley walked home after school, and I followed them. Chirag needed to use the bathroom, so he stopped at my house. And while he did that, I confronted Riley, and Riley lost it when I said I found out he was the killer. At first, I thought Riley actually was the killer, but he said that he would never murder anybody, and that he was very sorry that he said those things about me. But Chirag said he would have given a limited edition dinosaur action figure if he did. And that stuff is like cocaine to Riley. I'm not even gonna try and read that. What? And what? Fuck it. Well, now I was mad at Chirag, and me and Riley waited for him for a solid half hour, but he never came out. So I went into my house to look for him, and believe me, what I saw was not pretty. Damn. Chirag was dead. Manny was in the house at the time of what happened, which can only mean one thing. Manny was the killer. But how? I questioned him, and guess what? He told me the killer was Fregley. I should have known that the killer was Fregley all along. Manny said that Fregley snuck into this house with the ghost face costume on, waiting for me to come home. But when Chirag entered, Fregley decided to go for Chirag. Well, I was gonna get my revenge. I ran straight to Fregley's house, and Fregley let me in his room. But then he pulled out a knife and tried to stab me with it. He missed, and it was now an all-out fight to the death. Yeah. I got a few good punches in on Fregley, and when it looked like I would win, Fregley stabbed me. I fell on the ground, realizing that it was the end of me. Fregley stabbed me again, and it looked pretty hopeless. At least until Raleigh shot Fregley in the back of the head. The second the bullet hit Fregley's head, he dropped to the ground and died. Raleigh helped me up and got me to an ER, so I guess that Raleigh's not much of a doofus as I thought. Everyone's still shaken up from the murders. I can see why. I still hate Fregley, but also Manny for letting Chirag die. But I guess that's not how the world works like that. And at least Fregley got what he deserved anyways. I'm out of the paper, so this is the end.